warship foundered. All stations requesting fire.
Hey team, it's Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing great. Been a while since I've done a video, but you know what? Because we were waiting for the magical milestone, we finally did it, and we can't thank you guys enough. We've hit 700 subscribers, making small victories every single day about sailing ships, shooting ships, talking about the great things about this game, the ships, the people, the community, and everything. It's been great, and I'm having a blast doing it, and it's been really awesome. The community's been awesome to me, and especially all of you that have seen me in the game. You always are really nice to just make a shout out, say, hey, love the videos, hey, awesome, great playing with you. Even if we win or lose, it's just having a good time, really admiring some of the technology of the ships from the days prior, as well as learning some strategies, learning something new, watching how each other play, and just, again, having a blast at doing it all at the same time. But anyways, let's talk about it. The background video you hear is the Sherman, or Forrest Sherman, a United States destroyer, primarily gunboat DD, one of my favorites. And I'm going to talk about, not only I'm going to talk about the news, but where we've come about, milestone 700 subscribers, but also talking about one of the new things I've been reading and watching other videos, and also talking about how I use the Sherman. So, and I'll go in and out about it just to keep background noise as you observe some of the tactics and gameplay styles that, I'm showing you using the ship. And as you can see right now, one of the bread and butters of the Forrest Sherman that I really, really like is what you're seeing right here. Sheer non-stop gun power, just being able to lob shells, very good arc angles, very good speed. And you notice I'm firing the good old sap shell, which is very, very deadly in this day and age, where it just, does not... it does a lot more damage than HE, but it also provides some of that extra damage at ridiculous angles, if you will. And it's really difficult to angle against, shear away against, unless you're just full-on sailing away from it. And it's really, really devastating against not only destroyers and cruisers and even battleships. I mean, this thing can literally take on anybody. And it's a very, very powerful asset. And you notice I captured Charlie, as I'm supposed to do in a destroyer, using a lot of the situational awareness cues that I've been seeing. I got spotted by something out in the distance, not know. We'll probably discover it later in the video. And also, using a smoke screen to its ability. It's got, about two or three smoke screens, depending on what you build for it. And then you also have Hydro, which allows you to give that early warning from the torpedo detections of somebody torping the smoke, because smoke, as you know, is a magnet. There, you learn two tactics right there. Backing into a cap, spotting for your team, capping and cap, and also if you're in smoke, don't stay there for long because you will get torped like always. And there it is. There's torps right there. Just took out the thunder, so we know a gearing is over to our east. Again, that's using your cues, your map, everything you can to figure out where you have situational awareness on the battlefield. And here we go, our bread and butter, the Alsace. Tier 9, so you got to know your enemy, by the way. I know he's a Tier 9 French battleship, which means he has very, very weak armor and very, very poor protection, as well as starting fires very easily on them. And that's what we're doing right here. And look at that. Sheer firepower from single barrels now. It's not double barrel, but single barrel at this rate of fire. You notice I'm shooting at 0.9 second reload, and adrenaline rush is kicking in. I've got the Fearless Brawler. If you look at the build at the beginning of the game, we have the AFT. You got everything built to maximize the rate of fire on this, because I wanted maximum shells going down range to start, again, another fire. That's what we're trying to do here. Starting fires, getting HP damage, good hits on the superstructure, as you can see right there, and taking off just a little chip damage, but over time it does wear down an enemy as well as their vessel, and that is really, really devastating when you're really holding off a flank by yourself. Now look at the mini map. I am the only one over here right now doing anything, and that's some of the things that I've griped about regarding the play style of people these days. I don't know what it is. I know people are brand new to the game, but you gotta watch some YouTube videos. They have a great video on the World of Warships channel. Just try it out, take a look at it. just type in Google or YouTube, whatever, World of Warships channel, how to play. And it teaches you everything you know, the basics. And then it leads YouTubers like us to really just to show you different types of ships, different type of play styles that utilize the same basic strategy where as a destroyer, you do pretty much everything. You spot, you cap, you shoot, you burn, you torp, you spot again. Did I say that enough? I mean, you do everything that the other players are not doing. You notice that my Conde, Iowa, and Pommern are both in pointing, running away directions and not really firing much, as I am sitting here racking up tons of damage and using 2 guns in the back, holding off an entire flank right here. And that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing in a destroyer, because we've capped the place, now we got to burn the place. And again, continuous spotting. We're also spotting for other teammates to shoot the all-sass. And again, a lot of things I like about the Sherman is just the rate of fire. Just the amount of shells I can put down range is incredible. I love the sound of the guns. It's really, really fun. Switching to sap right now, so we noticed we got, fires on them already, but watch this. See, our friends are shooting now, it's good, but now we're going to finish the deal, seal the deal right here, and keep on shooting the saps, and they hurt a lot right there. Look at that. They hurt, even battleships don't like it. Now, he's nosing in right now, which means my angles are not going to do well for my shells, because you're going to get ricochets, non-pen, so we're going to switch to HE and try to start another fire. Aiming, just kind of slowly aiming and gauging where the battleship's going, and just leading and those shells going on. Those red tracers really do help out. And boom, there he goes, splash 1 for us today, RIP back to 40. He is down for the count, and we're going to go ahead and turn our ship around and go for the Zeton now. Again, we're trying to hold off this entire flank. And now, this wouldn't work if I had a destroyer chasing me, but you know what? We do whatever we can with what we have. And you're just going to see the ability of a Sherman to really hold off an entire flank. It's very, very powerful. And we're also throttle jigging. And watch this. I'll slam in reverse, turn into the target, and watch what it does. It throws off the shells. See, and the shells land way behind me and in front, because I turn and I juke. A really, really great technique for doing gunboating, open water gunboating like I'm doing right now. I'm not even using the torpedoes. Torpedoes on the Sherman are awful. If you watch my videos, and boom, splash 2, RP back to port. He is down, and we're going to go back into Charlie Cap and try to hold off another advance right now, and watch out for the gearing torping us in the meantime. But what I was saying is the torpedoes on this are awful. You only get 2 per side. They're single tube launch and fixed angles. Very, very awful. Very, very tough to do. High skill level. So I really don't recommend this ship as a torp boat. But what you're seeing, what it's doing right now, is a very, very good gunboat. So while we're waiting to sail back in Charlotte, let's talk about the news of the current events going on right now. They just released the auction, which is the Dalarna, which I've been waiting for so much, so I bid for that. I mean, it's worth it. If you bid for the ship Dalarna, or I believe it's the other one, which is the Clausewitz, which is another super ship Hindenburg, if you will, you can bid on those things. If you lose, you get your money back. If you win, you get whatever the difference is that it costs. So you're basically doing a bidding war like eBay. You put in your maximum bid, and whatever the minimum bid happens to be at the time is what you get it for, and you get your money back of whatever you overbid. And again, that's how it works. It's going on for the next few days right now to October 3rd, I believe. Could be wrong, October 3rd or 4th, but anyways, we're burning the Conde down right now. Very, very deadly cruiser right there, by the way. But we're far enough away, because we built into gun range, that we can do this from a distance. You don't want to be doing this pretty close, because it is very scary. A couple other news, they're releasing hybrid U.S. battleships again. I've got the Kearsarge. I don't know if you know what that is. It is, ooh, look at that. The Conde is very, very powerful, hitting us and taking damage, breaking guns, and starting fires. We don't like that. Anyways, we're talking about the hybrid battleships. Yep, the Kearsarge family is coming to Warships. They're already releasing it for testing. A lot of things. I think the old school names like the Louisiana, Nebraska, and I don't remember the other one, but they're just monstrosities. Take a look at it. Type in Google WOWs dev blog, and you'll get to see the pictures of them right now. I don't know how I feel about this. Let me know what you think about hybrid battleships. Do you think they belong in the game? I don't think. I think they're okay. They're not like a game changer like submarines are, or CVs, because they're really, it's not a CV really. You only get one set of airplanes, and it's a battleship. Battleships are slow and clunky. So what? At least you have a chance to shoot at them and dodge them. But with submarines, they're almost impossible to defend against. They're really just an annoyance. And CVs are almost, again, with the way the AA is going, it's almost impossible to defend against. If you don't have a fair fighting chance, that's where I believe they belong in some other mode, as opposed to what you're seeing right here, where we're just duking it out, ship versus ship kind of thing. A couple of the new things that they're releasing, some more graphics. The art department is doing really, really great, updating the maps for their ability to look really realistic right now, and especially the water effects. I really love the water effects on these. As the ships are going through the water, you see in the crest of the waves. Now they're having a little bit of the shadow effect of water make the hull look wet, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure what that really adds to the game. I would really like to see Wargaming add, crew members moving around the deck, firing guns and seeing them operate the guns. I think that's okay. I mean, as long as you don't show blood. I believe this is a, all-around, all-age kind of game. I'm not sure, but this is warfare. But, I mean, having just people in the ship doesn't hurt. As long as you don't show blood or guts or something like that, it's okay, right? I mean, you're just operating a ship, and then when the ship blows up, boom, they all disappear. So I don't think it's that much to ask for. And I like the gun effects. A lot of cool features coming to the game. They're updating a lot of the submarine stuff and cruisers. I think Japanese cruisers are coming as well, and new paint schemes and so forth. That's what's new coming down the line. But what I'm really looking forward to is that Dalarna, and I'm really looking forward to doing a video. I think there are a couple review videos out there, but a lot of them don't really do a full gunboat build like I do. As you can see in this Fort Sherman, I'd go full balls to the wall, max gun rate of fire, and that's what I want to see. I really like fast-firing guns, shooting guns, duking it out, DD versus DD. That's my play style, and I hope I can bring that enjoyment to you guys as well to see what it's like to play a destroyer. I think a lot of people are scared of playing destroyers because of the responsibility it requires, and I like a challenge. I always like a responsibility. I'm a leader by trade. I like leading from the front. I like giving strategy commands and so forth, and helping lead the team to victory, and having an over-encompassing scope of the battlefield that allows people to understand where they're supposed to go and how to do it. And it just comes natural to me. I'm not bragging about that at all, because I am officer in the military, and I'm just used to that, and I've been trained a lot in that. So again, that's my thought about it. Let's see what else. Okay, so you can see right now the game is kind of neck and neck almost. The two CVs, again, in the game, the two poison things that seem to be just always pestering us and just dictating the way the game is, are probably going to ruin our day later on the road. But you know what? Let's go ahead and try to take down a Satsuma. Look at that rate of fire now. Look, we're almost dead here, and this is when Adrenaline Rush kicks in. We got Fearless Brawler, AFT, Adrenaline Rush, everything. Look how many shells we are launching downrange. And watch his HP pool melt away. We're doing this from range. We want to start fires. Okay, he fires right there. We're going to go ahead and turn inbound and see if we can juke and dodge these shells. And ouch, look at that. One shell hits us, and it takes up 2,000 damage. It's pretty bad, and that's pretty good accuracy right there for a battleship that far away. And here we go. We got a Montana killed by, again, the CV player. Again, CV players are just dictating the way the matches ends most of the time these days. I'm the only destroyer left, which means I'm the only one spotting and doing capping and doing anything right now. As you can see, the rest of my team is literally in the back. Just don't know what they're doing. Again, this is a trend I always see. People, I don't know what you're doing. Support your teammates. I can't imagine why you can watch a teammate go into battle and go up to the front lines and not want to help them. And here are these torpedoes. Look how awful this is. I have to literally sniper a battleship from 8 to 9 kilometers away, and hopefully they hit while he's turning and maneuvering. All while we're going to keep shooting shaps out. Okay, we got to get rid of 32,000 HP. We're going to go ahead and keep angling towards him. Look at that. It takes about 1,300 damage off, and as these sap shells are redonkulous. All while we got to be careful of his secondaries, because Satsuma is a secondary battleship, and we're going to have to see if we can keep destroying him. And he is doing a great job just sailing perfectly in a line. As you can see, we're just walking the shells on there. The tracers do come in handy with Halsey on board. Getting a lot of good pens right here. Okay, our next objective after this is to cap Charlie. Hopefully we can secure this game. Ooh, he fires one, and we have full speed ahead right there. We're going to see if we can juke these shells, and yes, we do. We didn't take any damage right there as we keep firing right there. Look at the rate of fire. And then gearing takes out our Iowa, which means that just lost us some more points right there. And, ooh, overpin, but took a lot of damage. We're at 700 health right now, guys. We only have to get rid of 14,000 more damage. See if we can do it. Let's see if we can get secure. We're over 200,000 damage, guys. We are shooting literally like a maniac, a minigun on the water. And that's why I like the Fort Sherman so much. Now he's figuring out where to aim at, because I'm juking, going back and forth, and he's got to make a decision with his 4 little shells in the back and 4 little shells in the front. And do we get this? Boom! Conde pulls through with a nice shot from a distance. Thank you for actually driving back towards us, helping your teammate. Unfortunately, we now have Sky Cancer flying at us right now at a high rate of speed. We got our defensive A, which literally it doesn't do much these days. We've got the sector priority active, and look, ooh, we got a nice 3,000 damage, and finally AA actually does something for us. But unfortunately, the reason why is because he only had like 4 planes flying. If he had a full squadron, we'd be screwed, which which I believe he's about to send another wave right now. FDR, which is one of my favorite CVs back in the day, is literally an overpowered carrier, literally just up there with the Nakamov, where they can keep sending planes. You try to shoot them down, they just don't die. There's literally like A-10s or tanks in the sky, and all we can do is literally just sail around full speed and really just try to cap and do the best we can. But let me know what your guys' thoughts about the new updates coming, like the new hybrid battleships, the new Japanese cruisers coming, the Dalarna, the Clausewitz coming. Just read up about a lot of those things, the new updates that are about to release, as well as new game. I think they're doing some kind of battle points now that's coming, and a couple other nerfs to other things. I don't know exactly which things they're reducing. I know they're just trying to change the way the game is played a little bit. New clan season is coming up. It's going to be 7 versus 7 back to tier 10. Thank God. I hate clan battles right now. We're tier 8. It just seems boring and mundane. But I like tier 10 better because just the gameplay is a little faster and you got more options. And look at this. Here's the Sky Cancer right now, following us right around. He's just pretty much just doing close air support. Look, we're only taking 90 damage off of him, and this seems unfair, where he can continuously spot me. He can continuously keep me in his reticle. I have nowhere to go because I'm slow. Sherman's also a bad thing. It's very, very slow, very, very poor maneuverability, and he literally can just bomb me from Kingdom Come at will. And look at that. Resets the cap. I can't do anything else. All I can do is turn on the defensive AA and sector priority, and I can't do anything. My gunners are shooting at him. Yay, yay, yay. Yay, I shot down one of his planes, but he's got a whole squadron of them at the beginning, so it doesn't matter. So now we're going to keep firing, and again, you can't control the AA. You can't do anything. And look, I don't know where the flat clouds are happening. They're not happening. And he can destroy my AA guns where I can't destroy any of his defensive guns or whatever. And he can dodge all he can, but he's just going to keep coming at you. And here comes the final death blow. Look at that. I'm looking at him, turn. Oh, and he got us right on. And we did over 209,000 damage. Tried to win this for our team, but we couldn't do it much. But anyways, hey guys, 700 subscribers, great milestone. Like, subscribe, bell button below. Appreciate all the support. And let me know what you guys think about everything going on. That's how I play the Force Sherman. Let me know if you think something we could do better. But again, we always appreciate the support. Love having the community, and look forward to seeing you guys sailing out there first in the team. Check out that damage right there. Look at that, over 471 shells fired. And again, hope you guys stay safe, and we'll see you guys out there on the high seas. Cheers.